Welcome to this video. In the previous video, we learned to find mean of group data by direct method. Today in this video, we will learn to find the mean of the grouped data by assumed mean method. We know that due to vast data, we classify the ungrouped data into grouped data and by constructing the class size, find the mean by direct method. But sometimes the value of xi and fi are so large that it becomes difficult to find their product. Also, it takes more time. So can you make the process of finding the product of fi xi even simpler? Come, let's try to understand it with the help of an example. The length of 60 branches of a tree are measured in centimeters and the data obtained is represented in the below table. Then, what is the mean of the lengths of the branches? Come, let's see. From the given table, we can say that for each class interval first, we will find the mark that is midpoint xi, for which we will use the class mark formula, where the class size is 40. Here the number of branches represents the frequency of each class interval, that is fi. Since we have to find the mean of the lengths of the branches, which can be calculated by dividing the summation of the product of fi xi by the summation of fi, but it takes more time. So how can you make it simpler? Come, let's see. Here we cannot do anything with fi, but xi can be reduced to a smaller value and hence our calculation becomes easier. So, from the xi obtained, any mean out of xi can be chosen as the assumed mean, which we represent by a. But to further simplify our calculation, we can take an assumed mean a from xi, which comes somewhere between x1, x2 and xn. Hence, from the table, we choose a equals to 200, where we find the difference di between a and each xi and find the deviation of xi from a, where we multiply each di by its corresponding frequency fi, which gives the product fi di, the sum of whose products are represented in the table below. So can you find the mean of the deviations? Correct. To find the mean of the deviations, the sum of the product of fi di is divided by fi. But you must remember that to find di, we subtracted a from each xi. So, while finding the mean, we have to add a in d bar, which is explained as below, from which the mean of the lengths of the branches is calculated as approximately 202.66 centimeters. So hopefully you must have understood this method of finding the mean. This method of finding the mean is called assumed mean method. In this video, we learned to find the mean of the grouped data by assumed mean method. In the next video, we will see interesting examples based on it. Welcome to this video. In the previous video, we learned to find the mean of the group data by assume mean method. Today, we will see an interesting example based on it. The following distribution table shows the weekly food expenses of workers of a factory, where the frequency of class interval 49 to 52 is missing. If the weekly mean expenditure is 47 rupees 20 paise, so can you find the value of missing frequency? Come, let's try to solve it. The given distribution table is a system of grouped data, where the width of the class interval is 3. Let f be a missing frequency whose value we have to find out. For this, we have to find the mean of this distribution. From the table, we can see that to find mean, we will need the midpoints of these class intervals, for which we will use the class mark or midpoint formula. As you know that, to make the calculation easier, we choose the assumed mean method. On that basis, we need an assumed mean here, which we choose from xi. Suppose here the assumed mean, that is A, is equal to 47.5, with the help of which we represent A and the difference di between each xi. From the assumed mean method, we can see here that we need the sum of the products of fi di and the sum of frequencies fi. So we multiply each di by its corresponding frequency fi and get their sum equal to 3f minus 198. While the sum of corresponding frequencies is obtained as 176 plus f. Putting the value of mean expenditure x, assumed mean A, summation fi di and summation fi in the above formula, we get f equals to 44. Therefore, the values of the missing frequency is 44. Today in this video, we saw an interesting example based on assumed mean method. In the next video, we will see one more interesting example based on it. Welcome to this video. In the previous video, we saw an interesting example based on assumed mean method. Today, we will see an interesting example based on it. The following distribution table shows the goals scored by the players during Hockey World Championship matches. So, can you find out its mean with the help of these values? Pause the video to solve the question and then match your answer. The given distribution table is a system of grouped data, where the size of the class interval is 9. We know that for mean, we need the class mark of these class intervals or midpoints. But here, the class is not continuous. So can you tell what we have to do to make the class continuous? Well done! We can see from the table that the difference between upper and lower limits is 1. So to make the class continuous, let's add half, that is 0.5, in the upper limit and subtract the same from the lower limit. After that, from the midpoint formula, obtain the value of x1. As you may remember, that to solve the same type of problem in the previous video, we used the assumed mean method, where the assumed mean is calculated from xi. Suppose here the assumed mean A is 84.5,
in which difference between A and each xi is represented by di.
and find the value of fi di. On putting the values of assumed mean A, summation fi di and summation fi in the formula of assumed mean method, and solving the value of mean, that is, x is obtained as 91.54. Hence, we can say that the mean of the goal score is 91.54. So hope you must have understood the assumed mean method of finding the mean.